Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. For those looking to significantly boost their in-game account balance in GTA Online, then you've come to the right place, because in today's segment, we're unpacking some incredibly potent strategies for raking in some mega dollars in GTA. The Agency contract and San Andreas Mercenaries DLCs have just dropped some massive money bonuses, and so in this video, we'll be showing you the best ways to make money fast and solo with these new money-making opportunities, and you definitely don't want to miss out on this one, because we're talking about making just about $1 million an hour, and it's all completely solo. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar Games, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Jumping right in, let's get all the bonuses out there and out of the way first so you know what we're getting into, and then we'll jump into how exactly you can make literally millions of dollars without much trouble at all this week in GTA. For double money in RP, we have double money in RP on the Project Overthrow missions, LSA operations, security contracts, and air races. Project Overthrow is honestly just a waste of time. The missions are fun, and they can be a real challenge sometimes, but with double money, their payout's still only $28,000 to $30,000 a pop, and they take a good 10 to 15 minutes to complete, so we're not really going to be talking about those this week. And the air races are good for players who are brand new to the game, or players who just don't have the agency or an Avenger to do the LSA operations. But those are the two that I want to focus on this week, and those are the security contracts as well as the LSA operations, which are both double money. So let's break down each of these, and then after that, I'll explain the exact step-by-step method I'm employing this week to make millions of dollars in GTA Online, combining these two money methods. So first, discussing the security contracts. These are free mode missions that can be started from your agency computer, and the variety of these contracts makes the game really exciting. So just some of them, we have asset protection, where basically you have to protect the business's assets, such as cargo and shipments, for 10 minutes. All you need to do here is just watch out for enemies throwing the Molotov cocktails in the later waves, as they can destroy the assets quickly, but the more assets you protect, the higher your payout. With gang termination, you're tasked taking out several high-ranking gang members, and you're going to need to fight your way through different guards, locating 4 high-ranking gang members, eliminating them, and then you leave the area and you finish the contract. In Liquidize Assets, your objective is simple: follow a target, destroy rival goods at their location, and then plant explosives to wipe out their assets completely. With Recover Valuables, in this contract you need to locate a safe containing valuables, you find the code to open that safe, retrieve the item, and return it to the agency. With Rescue Operation, you need to travel to a location to rescue a client who's under attack, and after finding that client, you eliminate the attackers and their backup, escort the client to a safe house, and you're all done. And then finally, with Vehicle Recovery, your task is to recover a stolen vehicle from a building full of gang members, and after dealing with those enemies, you need to collect the car, unlock the door, and return the vehicle to your agency garage, but just watch out for enemy reinforcements, as they will follow you during your return trip back to the agency. Now let's talk about these payouts here, because we talked about the missions. The contracts have 3 levels of difficulty with increasing payouts. We have professional level contracts, which are paying out between $60,000 and $90,000 this week with double money. The specialist level contracts, which are paying out between $90,000 and $120,000 a mission. And then the most challenging, which is specialist plus level contracts, which are paying out $120,000 to $140,000 this week. The great thing about security contracts is they can be farmed continuously. That means after completing a contract, you can essentially dive right back into another one. However, there is just a slight catch. There is a 5-minute cooldown period before each next contract that you start, before you could start that next one. But don't worry, there are some strategies to keep the money flowing in, even during these cooldowns. For one, you can try out the LSA operations, which we're going to be discussing next. So while you're waiting for that cooldown to expire, do an LSA operation. These are fun, they're a nice change of pace, but they're also paying out double money, so it is an efficient use of your time. But what I recommend, honestly, if you're just interested in the security contracts, is bypassing the cooldown itself. And if you prefer to stick with the contracts, here's the clever trick. All you need to do is close the game after completing one contract and then log back in. It might sound tedious, but it actually only takes about 2 minutes here, which saves you 3 minutes on each cooldown timer of 5 minutes. And let that be clear, the savings add up. If you spend an entire hour farming contracts and using this trick to bypass the cooldowns, you're going to be making it over extra $100,000 by saving all this time from the cooldowns and being able to farm more contracts. And so if you're planning on grinding security contracts all day, this method will make your earnings skyrocket. All in all, if you get lots of higher level difficulty contracts, you can get really close to $1 million an hour by playing these missions and skipping the cooldowns. And without skipping the cooldowns, you'll still be put in the ballpark of around $675,000 to $750,000. And so whether you prefer diversifying your activities with LSA operations or maximizing your security contract earnings, there are ways to keep the cash rolling in with no downtime. Now let's just say, to keep things a little bit more diverse here and you don't get burned out by playing 15 security contracts a day, let's say you want to do some LSA operations. So let's talk about them. We have 3 missions: direct action, surgical strike, and whistleblower. Just like security contracts, LSA operations in GTA Online also have a cooldown period. However, with a strategic approach, you can maximize your earnings during this period as well. The key here is to keep an eye on those mission payouts at the computer in your Avenger. These payouts vary quite often, with missions offering anywhere between $100,000 to $135,000 this week. Now here's a pro tip. Obviously, pick the mission that's currently paying the most at that current time. Once you've completed that high payout mission, don't wait for the cooldown to play it again. Instead, switch to the mission that's offering the second highest payout at that time, and by alternating between these 2 missions, you can keep a constant stream of high earning activities going regardless of the cooldowns. This way, not only do you keep the action fresh by switching up the missions, but you're also always working on the missions that give you the best rewards. It's a win-win situation, honestly, so keep an eye on those payout rates and strategize accordingly to get the most out of your gaming here. Now finally, I want to talk about my specific plan and strategy for approaching these money bonuses. I begin playing GTA for the day by farming the Specialist Plus security contracts available to me. Those are the highest paying contracts, like I said, offering payouts between $120,000 to $140,000. I continue running these Specialist Plus security contracts as long as they're available. Remember, the security contracts are on cooldown and the difficulties presented are also randomized here, so eventually I'm going to be left with just professional and normal specialist difficulty contracts. But at this point, instead of settling for one of those lower paying missions, I'll just switch back to an LSA operation that's paying the $130,000 round numbers there. And that's a fantastic way to maintain those high earnings during the cooldown period of your Specialist Plus contracts, because most likely once you complete another LSA operation, you can return to your agency, try another security contract, and most likely another Specialist Plus contract is going to be available. This allows you to jump back into the highest paying contracts as soon as they're available again, and by alternating between the high paying security contract and the high paying LSA operation missions, you're ensuring that you're working on the most profitable missions available at all times. It's an efficient use of your time, and also it keeps your gameplay diverse and exciting. And so with this strategy, you can make about $850,000 an hour, which honestly is a tremendous rate of return for your time playing this game with all these various types of free mode and instance missions. And so those are the 2 best ways that you're going to make money fast this week and solo in GTA Online. So thank you for watching this week's Solo Money Guide, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. I'd love to know in the comments what you think about this strategy and if you'll be employing it this week to make some money fast and solo in GTA. With all that said though, we consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, so we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask many questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.